I started making the transition truthfully when I was about 16. I just didn't have a word for it. I knew that I was different. And then as I met gay people and queer people, I realized that I'm very, very different. I started transitioning, started wearing more feminine clothing, letting my hair grow out, waking up at 6 a.m. every morning to put on makeup.
And where were you growing up?
South Carolina.
Oh,
Not the collective O.
I'm sure there's places that are easier to be trans than others, and I wouldn't put South Carolina high on that list.
It's
Yes.
not very high on the list.
No?
I grew up in this tiny town called Kingstree. And when I was about 13 years old, I moved out of there from my mom's place, who is a Southern Baptist preacher. And I moved in with my dad, who lived in Myrtle Beach.
So what was it like when you were growing up before you knew that there was like this word trans? You're just like a gay.
Yeah, just like gay, but like not really hot. Gay guys, I think there's something about the femininity. I had a lot of Latino boyfriends, never anybody that would be with me publicly. Not until I was 16, 17 did I actually get like a public boyfriend. He was nice. He's a cop now. He is married to a woman. I don't actually know what that makes him.
He's probably figuring it out too.
He seems pretty chill with it.
Two goons, not one but two goons. Two goons, 7 hours in the bathroom.
Hi, I'm Vanniall.
I'm Avalon Mira.
And you're watching
Two Goons.
Hey, Goons, you can catch me live in Plano, Texas, August 14th to 15th. Also, check out my new comedy special, How to Make Your Balls Bigger, live on YouTube. Out April 26th. Get all your tickets at Durena.com or
JJLibermanLive.com.
you host Chatterbait's podcast.
Yeah, sales. That's what it's
Well,
called.
that's pretty sick, dude. Right on. So how'd you get into everything that's going on here? Like, how'd you get into? Sorry,
I thought you were going to say, how did you get into the transit?
no.
How'd you get into this?
So they were trying to. Was it the bathroom bills or was it?
God, no, I wish it was that recent. No.
When was the? When did you like? Kind of make the transition over?
I started making the transition truthfully when I was about 16.
Okay.
I just didn't have a word for it.
Yeah.
So you knew?
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
didn't know.
But I didn't know.
Right.
I knew that I was like different, and then like as I met, gay people and queer people, I realized that I'm like very, very different.
Right.
So yeah, I started transitioning, started wearing more feminine clothing, letting my hair grow out. Wearing makeup, waking up at 6 a.m. every morning to put on makeup.
And where were you growing up?
South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Not the collective O. Yeah.
I'm sure there's places that are easier to be trans than others, and I wouldn't put South Carolina high on that list.
It's
Yes.
not very high on the list.
No, and I'm sure there's places in South Carolina that are a little bit like Charleston. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little bit easier. Where were you going? Were you growing up in a small town?
I grew up in this tiny town called Kingstree.
Wow.
And when I was about 13 years old, I moved out of there from my mom's place, who is a Southern Baptist preacher.
Oh,
and I moved in with my dad, who lived in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay. But Myrtle Beach, I've been to Myrtle Beach because I used to play baseball, and we would go play at Myrtle Beach. Would have tournaments, March break for all the college teams to different parts of America. But there's some in Florida, some in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. What was the not Ron John Surf. There was
Ron John Surf Shop was a
surf shop. Yeah.
That's a place.
Pretty good memory. I only been there once.
Yeah, they used to call it Dirty Myrtle.
Yeah.
Dirtle. Yeah.
Dirtle.
So what's so funny about Myrtle Beach, though, very, very tough and conservative laws. Like they would warn us, like, don't drink and don't be out drunk, because they will lock you up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, it feels like they're like looking for a reason.
Yeah, looking for a reason, right? I guess it's because
what you have a fun beach town that your whole thing is like tourism. People come here and have a good time. You're like, but if we catch you having a good time, you're
Get the out of here.
So what was
What
it?
the hell?
So what was it like? So when you were growing up, I guess like before you knew that there was like this word trans, so you're just like a gay.
Yeah, just like gay, but like not really hot to gay guys.
Really?
Not really.
So you were not attracted to gay guys.
I didn't say that.
Oh, not to gay guys.
I was unattractive to them.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. I think there's something about the femininity that, once it gets past a point, they're
Yeah,
like,
'cause they're-
like
they can deal with it. Yeah.
But it was like overtly like
Yeah.
Right.
And I was getting, I was very femme.
What kind of people were like you hooking up with? Straight guys? Was it
if
DL?
you could call it that, yeah. It
you-
was mostly. I had a lot of Tino boyfriends.
on the DL?
Yeah.
Really?
Growing up, and never anybody that would like be with me publicly.
Right.
But yeah, no, not until I was like 16, 17 did I actually get like a public boyfriend.
Okay.
And he was nice. He's great. He's a cop now. But
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, and he is married to a woman. And I don't actually know what that makes him. I don't actually know what that makes any of it. But at
He's
the time,
probably figuring it out too.
yeah,
he's probably-
or he seems pretty chill with it. And so
Yeah.
just
Well, I'm publicly like I prefer women now, but I find like
But
do
he
you know who-
sucked over 100.
Yeah, but,
Oh.
yeah. Do you know who Reno Gold is?
100
Probably.
Yeah. He's
Probably,
stated.
maybe more.
Yeah, he
throat
stated.
goat over there.
Yeah, but you know Reno Gold? He's a gay star. But yeah, like I mean, I look at him and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're like an Adonis to me, right?
Oh, really?
But I prefer being with. But my gets hard for women. So yeah, it's rough. I don't know. So, but I also don't identify as gay. I don't. First of all, because I was like only hooking up with dudes until 30. And I was the same kind of thing with you. Like you're like you kind of like you don't know what you were. I didn't know what I was. Also, I felt until recently, within the last 10 years, the whole like everyone's like love is love gay community. I didn't feel that until the last 10 years. I felt the gay community to me was very nasty to people before it was like, before PrEP with HIV, I felt the gay community was very nasty to people with HIV and AIDS. I felt it was very nasty to people who were fat. I felt,
Well, what was there
Who
was
were
that
different.
bisexual.
there
I
was
felt
that-
it very
Yeah.
nasty.
What was that term? It was fat, femme, and Asian.
Yeah.
What's that? What is the root of that?
That is gay men being catty. That is the root
Yeah,
of it.
it's like-
so evil.
It's like
Yeah.
if you're either fat, femme, or Asian, you're like can't to what you're
Right.
like not welcome.
You're not welcome.
Yeah.
And it's honestly,
Which is
I gotta be
Still pretty
honest.
funny.
the Asians are just like what the we like.
Yeah,
all,
what did-
all of them?
What did we do?
No, and to what is to all fairness to gay men now, my tastes have drastically changed over the years. One, I went from like mostly men to women, and when I was hooking up with dudes, it was mostly white guys. Like that was, and then it kind of went over to. Then I remember I used to hook up with this Colombian dude, and then he became an escort, and he once f***ed me before he was an escort, and then he said no more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Not for free anymore.
But that's the same thing. But now with which is weird because with men I prefer a certain kind of guys, like, but with women,
Wait, what kind of guy?
probably like again like
producer Eric Freddy.
Oh yeah. You like the
I like.
scat? What is it called?
Yeah, he's
chav.
Yeah,
Is it-
no,
it's
you're right. You're right. He is.
Chav?
He is scat. No,
What's chav?
Chavs are like those like English cool boys.
Oh,
They wear like the Adidas tracksuits. And,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
kind of. I like the
sneakers.
I think
literally
like
what he has on right now.
the Colombian kind of like, like if the Colombian was a college gymnast or a college wrestler, like that kind of build. But with women, I go across the board like everything. I like I always say I'm not allowed when I go there.
What?
Where you go? I've said ethnic so many times.
Oh yeah, he said he.
Oh my god, you use the word ethnic.
Yes, finally someone's saying something. I never called him out on it because I loved watching the guests.
Oh my god.
I
Like
go
you
on-
have this look, like this ethnic, like
So I go on stage. I have a bit about talking about big areolas, and I love the bigger the better. And truth be told, white females have, I would say, the Gallup poll is that they have white people have smaller areolas.
Interesting.
So I have this whole bit on stage, and I'm screaming on stage like almost like Trumpian. I love the ethnics, and crap. But it is, remember, it is in a comedy club,
right?
But
right.
with that being said, I also go on a podcast that sometimes clips will do millions of views, and I am also saying that too. But it's a comedy club to me.
Right, this is definitely a comedy.
I do like how your throat just kind of cleared.
I also too love the ethnics.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
JJ, what would you say the piece of dishware that you like to compare the size of the areola?
Oh, the pizza pan areola.
Pizza
Wow.
pan.
But that's
He also one time said, I like areolas as big as a baby. That's what he said. And I was like, what is that? That's not even like a circular measurement.
I do like those kind of
It's
like
Yo, freaky ass.
yeah.
What?
I like kind of like
As a baby.
I remember I once talked about I like so big they look like, you know what I mean, like they're like a physical without
Okay.
like it's
like
not
elephantitis or something?
yeah, like a retardation.
I feel like I'm
like
starting to get you.
no, well, you're
Dude,
Maybe
you're
just
not,
the
you
beginning.
think
Yeah,
you will,
Gotcha.
and you're not. You don't even know.
You're like,
but I
how
like
deep does this hole go?
yeah, how deep. But I like where you look at it and you're like, that's retardation. Like it's so big. You've never
Like
seen
it's a
them.
disorder. Or
It's a
something.
disorder.
Right.
It's a disorder.
Yeah.
Like
Like
it's
a
like
big,
born in Chernobyl. Like that's what.
Right,
Yeah. You
yeah.
know, like you see those kids from Chernobyl. They have those really weird heads. I think when you see a like that, that's really hot. Like a disformed.
Like a Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
But I find that with areolas. I remember when I used to hook up with this escort. I've said this before. Mina Mountains or Busty Deja Vu. They were black women, and they had these areolas. Like when you would take off the bra, there was so much circumference on the areola. It was an anomaly. I would just look at them, and I just remember licking them. And I'm like, I could lose all my saliva if I licked this whole thing. Like my mouth would go dry, like I was high.
So how'd you get into sex work?
You can leave the podcast anytime you want. If you're, by the way, just to remember when I said before the podcast, I go, we're gonna say some wild stuff. So if you're uncomfortable, but
Right.
your reaction is like, oh, I'm cool with it. You were just sitting there for a minute and a half with your mouth open, going,
Listen, I am a gooner goblin.
oh, well,
1,000%. I do think you may outgoon me a little bit.
I
Yeah,
think
Goons
so.
most. Yeah.
Slight outgoon.
I think you've been outgooned, lady.
Just a little bit. We'll see. But okay, so we'll see after my story.
What is the story?
Well, I started work really on Tumblr. I actually
No way. That's amazing.
I actually discovered the word trans on Tumblr.
Okay.
First of all,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I discovered that late 16s, and I was pretty depressed, pretty sad as a teen. Even after I found a word for it, I
20.
still felt-
So you're still living in South Carolina.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Still living in South Carolina. Still very much. I was still in high school at the time. At the time of finding the word trans.
Yeah.
And so So years go by. I feel sort of confident in my skin. I feel sort of like I can, do anything, but I also don't really feel. And I'm actually 18 years old when I find Chatterbait. There's a lot of beautiful women having a really great time, and I was like, this looks fun, this looks great, I'll go on there. It was fine, it was great. I made 100 tokens, and I really thought that one token equaled $1. And I was like, yeah, oh my god, this is great. I'm gonna be rich in no time. So I just kept doing that. I went to cash out, and I had $20. If that, I don't even know if it was actually $20. But so I went to Tumblr, realized that you can make a little bit of money off of just selling clips and selling pictures and stuff like that. So I actually reactivated my old Tumblr blog and just used it as my porn blog. And that's actually where the name comes from as well. It's pretty nonsensical.
And so that was basically the start. You were doing that, but eventually you started making good money, though, right?
Eventually, yeah. But I was doing, once I realized the conversion rate with Chatterbait, I started being a little smarter about it and starting doing like actual shows.
So they did have a trans category.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right. Yeah.
Since I was able to start, there's been a trans category.
So when did you like really start like going from, kind of entry level? You're kind of making entry level income to where you're like, oh, now I'm properly crushing.
Probably 2020.
Okay, so during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was right as the pandemic, like, I want to say like heated up because it's COVID-19. So
Right.
2019 is.
And where are
really
you
when it
living,
happened.
by the way, at this time?
At this time,
Did you move away?
I did. I actually moved to New York City.
Oh, sick!
I
That's
did,
where we
yeah.
live now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you moved. So you kind of knew in the 2 years. You're like, oh, so you kind of actually get the identity of like, oh, where it's a lot easier. Is that why it's just easier to live?
I knew anywhere besides South Carolina was going to be easier. I knew, like, since I was 12, people would like scream out of the window of their car.
Really?
The most awful, terrible.
Oh, I
things
bet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I tell my friend this all the time, that one of the most formative experiences that I had in South Carolina was really when I like just moved there, had just met a friend who was white, in the neighborhood. It was great. We were having a great time, and she asked me to like go back to her place to like hang out, and I do, and I sit at the table. Her stepdad sits there with me. The first thing he says to me, looks me dead in the eye, he says, "I'm not a racist, but if you act like an, I'm gonna treat you like one."
No. What did she say? Did she like get
Jesus.
She
pissed?
wasn't there.
Oh, she.
It was it was like literally when we were alone. I was like 12.
Oh no.
I was horrified.
What the? Oh yeah. What?
And
did
also, I had grown up in a predominantly black neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right.
King Street is a predominantly black town, and like, there's no local economy, but there's still like community and camaraderie. So I really grew up, honestly, kind of loving my skin and didn't really think there was a problem with it.
So you really never had like rape?
Like-
No. Wow. You want to know?
just ran like
just like dead in the eye, like as if he had to get it off his chest.
Jesus.
No.
And
He didn't even, like, he had just seen me walk.
like
in,
it's
just-
normal
You always
conversation.
people
for
always
them.
talk about the I'm not a racist, but. And usually it's followed by something, so you go, I see the racism in that. Not just like, oh, that's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
just said
in my
something
life.
racist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's actually super.
You want to know something crazy? I don't think like, our podcast probably reaches so many different like people, right? And there are people. We live in New York, right? There's Spanish Harlem, there's Bronx and stuff like that. But there is still kind of like. Maybe it is because of gentrification, but there is like kind of, it is a little bit more diverse. But when I went to college in Denton, Maryland, I went to Chesapeake College in Chesapeake Bay, Maryland. We lived 15 miles from the college. I think it was 15-minute drive. And there was like kind of like the white part of town. This is like 2000, and there was like, because I lived with two Dominican roommates that I play baseball with, and we lived in what considered like the black part of town. Like it was like it's
Like
a small,
segregation.
it was legit like a divide.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Like we're both Canadian, and that's something.
You are?
Yeah, we're both
Yeah.
Canadian. Yeah.
How you think I'm so good looking, lady?
Yeah, totally. Can you say about?
About. I do
About,
about is a
sorry.
little bit sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes out
Hey.
a little bit. It's like more definitely if you're getting a couple drinks in, or if you're hanging out with the right dudes.
Nice.
Like you're hanging out with your boys, and you start being like, "Oh, can I huck a dart?" And you start getting like, "Oh, yeah, bud." Like it starts flowing a little bit.
Not so much for me, but the A's do
Huck
come
a
out.
dart.
A's,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like smoke cig.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
huck a dart.
Wow.
Yeah. That means it's like, a dart is a cigarette. Huck a dart means like, can I smoke a cigarette?
I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I have
we're-
no clue what those words mean. Oh my god.
But in Canada's very inclusive. Like there's definitely racism there.
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
there's a lot-
yeah,
yeah,
there
a lot
is.
of racists,
But
too.
like where I grew up, I didn't grow up in like a big city. I grew up in the suburbs. But my friend group was a kid. His parents were from Korea. There was two kids one kid was from Iraq, and the kid was from Afghanistan. Madison, 2 white kids, and me. That was my friend group growing up. And then you go to Toronto, very, very multicultural. And people talk about New York being multicultural, but you see the city section.
Yeah, there is city
Yeah.
section
It is
off. Yeah.
very like, there's all these different cultures here. It's like, yeah, but if you want to like see Puerto Rican people, you got to go to Washington.
You know what? You know
Exactly.
exactly where.
Yeah.
You know exactly. Like even where we live in Brooklyn, New York, we're like teetering on a part that's very heavily Spanish influence.
Yeah.
Like you just know, like my barbers are all like, you know, what I mean,
When you go up to Harlem, when I first moved to New York, I stayed in Harlem for a couple weeks, and you would see if you saw a white person up there, you'd be like, "What are you doing up here? Like, did you get lost?"
there's definitely parts.
yeah.
No.
Where were you living?
I was in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Oh, look
yeah.
at
Yeah.
you! Oh, you were killing it,
It was
eh?
a little gentrified already. There was a
Dude,
lot of
Williamsburg's
white women with
amazing.
strollers.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a stroller for my dog.
Yeah.
You did. You're the
I have a
gentrification
stroller
wave,
for my
baby.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah. For your dog?
For
Yeah.
my dog.
Wait,
Oh, you
that's
think
kinda
he's got
cute.
kids? This guy.
You seem like you get a lot of. I cannot.
You're right.
I
I do.
cannot.
I got an empty sack right now from pumping in holes. No, I don't. I actually don't get laid because I actually f it up every time.
Do you?
Oh yeah, because even right now I was getting retexted from the person. The
Yeah.
person who said was like, "Oh, she's got so many guys." She re-engaged the text messages.
Yeah.
And then I sent one text. Then I sent another text, and I went, "Oh no!"
I tried to.
Dun, dun.
JJ was only women for a long time, or only men for a long time.
So my
And so
mindset's like that.
He-
My
he-
mindset's like
So
you
since
can just yeah.
Yeah. give it
since
to
we
me.
started the podcast, we're on episode 60 something now, and he's tried to fuck every single guest except for the male ones.
My goodness.
And so
Yeah, I respectfully didn't try and f Girth. Have you know who Girthmaster is?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, he was on. I didn't even. I
he
told
didn't
him
try to fuck, Girthmaster or Manuel.
a couple of the chicks I haven't tried.
I don't think that's true. But he's tried to fuck like every single guest, and he's 0 for 60. He has no success. And so the part
I
about
do
it,
like the smell of the shea butter. Is that what it is?
Oh, thank you. There is. Some,
Yeah. Can you
there's
smell?
some-
yeah. No, I recognize shea butter.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. I know the
Oh, yeah,
smell
my
of
bad.
shea butter. Yeah. So it smells like my dad's elbows. That's what it smells like.
It's true though. It's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my god.
He had
It's so funny. Black
psoriasis.
guys will
Yeah.
like honestly just not be into most of the things that I do. And most
Make
of
sure you also hit
parts
the
that I
mic
do.
too. Yeah.
Oh
The mic,
yeah,
the
and
mic,
most
yeah.
of the like the shea butter and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
just like very normal to them, and it reminds them of their grandmother.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
white
I
guys go
Yeah,
insane.
vanilla. I think I don't actually understand women who wear a very strong floral smell.
I don't either.
It's like a grandma with a dirty. It's like
Oh.
covering up that old box smell. You still think you're just starting to understand this?
You're actually breaking my brain, which doesn't happen unless I've been edging for like 7 hours. So
Edging for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Whoa.
that
We
is
got-
very gratuitous. I can do like 3.
Are you doing that on Are you doing it on cam shows and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's for you're getting paid when
Yeah,
you're edging.
but I mean, yeah, I can do that by
7 hours?
myself. No, for like 3.
for 3.
Yeah,
Have
just
you
like a goon sesh.
have you done something
What, you don't do
before?
like an extended goon
I
sesh?
love them. My lower back can't handle them anymore. But when I was in my 30s, I would just randomly eat an edible, take a half. I literally. People think I'm kidding. I would like take a half of Viagra, eat an edible, and just my meat.
I used to goon way harder when I was younger because
Mm-hmm.
it's just a time thing right now. But like I used to beat off for a while.
Well, and
you
also-
like bring it to the edge, bring it back, bring it to the edge, bring it back, and then it was like crazy. There's this one time
Crazy, yeah, crazy.
I f- this chick in Germany. No, actually, I never even ended up f***ing her. What is this? I was in Germany, and me and this girl went on a date, and then we went back to my place, and then her whole thing was she's like, I don't want to have with you until you buy me dinner. And I was like, okay, but I'm staying at a hotel, and so we're staying in this hotel together. And then so we were like making out and touching, blah, 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 and then we fall asleep, and then we do the same thing in the morning. We're making out, and we're doing like just the tip and playing like all the games, and like I'm like we're rubbing all the genitals and everything, but not. And then we
Okay.
get in the shower together, and I went, And then we're like kissing and stuff again. I went, sorry. Like I was like, I need to be off, or my balls are gonna hurt. Like I'm at like the precipice of gooning where it becomes dangerous.
It's gonna
right?
become a medical problem.
Exactly.
Right. I become a danger to myself and others.
And then when I in the shower, I remember the sound of the hitting the glass of the shower wall. It was like it sounded like a pressure like a what's it called, like water. What's that thing called? Pressure washer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like it just shooting out of my.
I've seen a couple of videos
Yeah.
on like Reddit where I love these videos where it's like on Reddit massive.
Yeah.
Some guy's beating off and nuts into the phone, and the phone like falls down
like
and
a
goes,
headshot.
You hear the.
I love that. Oh my god. It's funny. I professionally now on my face.
What do you mean? Throw the legs over the shoulder, give yourself a
No,
facial?
God, no, I don't have to.
Oh,
There's just such
you got
projection.
a pea shooter.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
pea
BB
shooter.
What's
Yep.
the BB
I love
shooter?
I love calling it a pea shooter.
Why?
I don't know.
What
It's
is
just
also what is a pea shooter?
I don't know.
Little gun. Pew, pew.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's
a real thing.
We used to talk about it in baseball when a guy had an arm, like a good arm, like he could throw the ball hard. You say, "Oh, he got a pea shooter,"
Okay, yeah.
like a cannon.
That has to be Canadian.
No, it's an American thing. But so you nut on your own face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Are you using? So you get out of the shower, you cocoa butter up, and then you.
I was like, what? No.
Oh, okay.
I can do this at any time. Well, not so much now with the hormones, but yeah, no, I can on cam. I got somewhat pretty famous for on my own face without having to like fold up or anything.
Holy
But the way
shit.
that I did it originally is pretty funny. Some guy and it was like middle school. I probably shouldn't be saying this.
I actually have to edit this part out.
Oh, but I had pimples at one point in time, and I was
At
talking
18
to
you
some
had
guy.
pimples?
Yeah, at 18 I had pimples,
Yeah.
and I was talking to some guy, and he told me that the way to get rid of them, that he knows, is to like put on your face at
No.
night and use it as a mask. And it'll
I've
dry it out.
heard of this.
You have?
I've heard of like it's good for your skin. I've heard because Lenny the Butcher, the Canadian, I'm a buddy of mine.
yeah,
He does comedy.
What you can go.
He goes, so good for your skin, and he goes, you put it on your face, and he goes, every man's belly button so
Yeah,
smooth.
you go feel right here on your belly button. The softest, it's like a baby. Yeah.
Ew,
I love you, baby.
But this guy told you to put on your own face. Was he being serious or was he pranking you?
See, I don't know. To this
Did it
day,
work?
Yeah.
I didn't have any more real pimples after that.
Oh,
so
okay,
did it
well,
work?
yeah.
I don't know. I did continuously do it. I
such-
did find gratification from it and
Oh,
continuously did it.
wow.
Yeah.
When you first were doing it, were you just nutting, shooting
Yeah.
the whole
I
load
did
in
it purposefully.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that was actually not too hard.
Yeah.
And then and eventually I started doing accidentally, like when I would just be like, for
personal gratification.
Oh, wow.
right, exactly, because I have to. I feel like I have to, or I need to go to sleep
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm aiming it up. Just get it in my mouth. Or,
Whoa.
sometimes directly up my nose.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah.
You got a South Carolina on that one.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Dude, up the nose is crazy.
Yeah.
So I know we're gonna wrap in a little bit, but I still want to get the devil's in the details of what you're doing now and how hardcore in terms of in industry what you do.
God, I do a lot of.
Are you shooting mainstream stuff?
I do some mainstream
Okay,
stuff, but I
okay.
do mostly collab stuff on and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly for myself.
And with who? Guys and women, or
Oh yeah, with anybody.
Anybody.
Especially this last week, I've had 4 scenes of very different gender
Really?
identity. Yeah.
So straight women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I am.
That'd be
I do. Okay, I have to admit, I'm not the best at it, and
Yeah,
I'm also not
really?
the best. I'm not the best at eating out, and I
Really?
feel really insecure about it.
Why?
Because I want her to have a good time.
Yeah.
I want her to have a good time so
But
bad.
do you like women, or are you just this is
I do.
Okay.
I do. I do think I'm very selective about women. In a way that I'm just not about men, which
Why?
is
Really?
gross.
So men-
Why do
you
you
just
selective with women where it's your yeses and nos?
Oh God. I don't like blondes usually.
Okay.
I don't totally love tattoos, but
Yeah.
I would check with tattoos. I don't think that I would.
So are
actually
you
care.
finding now that there's more mainstream, even with the collabs, like
Yeah.
not that you're shooting mainstream, but there's mainstream, like with the chicks who are like very open, because guys you kind of will see like kind of guys, it's but it does seem that there's a lot of mainstream chicks who are doing stuff with trans performers.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
big names.
And the thing about it is that like straight chicks have loved trans girls for a very long time.
Really?
Like that whole Rocky Horror like crossdresser thing.
Oh.
I don't actually know what it is, but there's this like crazy energy that happens in a lot of like 70s rock stars. had
Glam
this
rock.
Very effeminate looks. Even very straight bands like Kiss were
What,
very
what do you
effeminate.
think the whole glam rock thing was about?
I think it was
Rebellion?
capitalizing off of the fact that women find men in tight clothing to be.
Well, like
I
all
think
those
it was
guys.
that, but it was also what was taboo of the time.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah.
punk, because I think glam rock kind of shoots off of punk rock, and punk rock there was a lot of embracing. Like it was from Europe, a lot of it. So you have a lot of the tight clothes and a lot of the we don't give a. But part of the being like we don't give a. The system is like a man shouldn't dress like a woman.
Oh,
And you go, oh, then that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
It's the anti like rock and roll, punk rock, glam rock.
Oh, right.
It all spouts
You
off
pussy,
of.
you're like that,
Yeah,
like that,
anti-Republican,
literally, like,
anti-religious.
Yeah, men.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it in terms of monetization, not because I'm like I don't know, you know, but men calling effeminate men who are rock stars, oh, you're a, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
But that
really
guy
is-
getting copious amounts of.
getting
Yeah.
crazy amounts of. Well, you want to know something funny? I play poker and I'm about to go to my hotel. I need to eat. I'm going to shower because I have a dirty ass. I've been doing podcasts and walking around all day. I'm sorry.
dude.
The
My
ass will
balls
be dirty.
stink.
The ass will be dirty.
It do be dirty.
But yeah, I'm, and then I might later tonight go play poker. And I remember playing at the Wynn a couple years ago. And I'm always curious. Before I was like very, very publicly about my sexuality. I was doing it on stage, but not like in social. Now I don't give a what people think. But I was playing poker with a woman, and we were talking about. She was like probably now she'd be probably in her 50s. I think she was. I think 50s or late 50s now. But she was growing up, and when she was like a teenager, she was saying, "Oh, Freddie Mercury was so hot to us," and they didn't know he was gay.
No.
They just thought he was this hot guy, and I'm like, now you look back and you're like, oof.
That man is a homosexual.
Well, even even Liberace, these women didn't realize that Liberace was gay.
I gotta be honest, I do not know.
Liberace
What
is.
Liberace?
He's like the
Whoa.
famous gay from what the 40s.
He was the biggest act in Vegas.
He was a pianist.
Penis sucker.
Pianist.
Penis.
He there's a great. Do you
But
know
what-
the
when's
movie,
he
the
from?
Liberace movie with Matt Damon?
When-
Can you look that up quickly?
When's he? What?
70s.
70s, yeah.
He was like Liberace was the feature act in Vegas.
Yeah, he's a
he
big
was
deal.
the biggest
And
thing
like
in Vegas.
peak Vegas,
And
like,
he died. So he's like one Rock Hudson, but all the guys died. They all died of age, which was really sad.
Rock Hudson was gay.
Behind the candelabra.
Oh, if you want to go see an incredible movie, it's Michael Douglas and Matt Damon, and Michael Douglas and Matt Damon are lovers, and so Liberace made. I don't know how true this is in real life, but Liberace made Matt like his lover in the movie, and I think it was like based off real true facts, to have surgeries to look like Liberace. Yes. If you go to Resorts World, there's Liberace's car. You would, I'm telling you would love it. I can just tell, right? I just get
Right, I am a little freak. I love that show.
No, but this car was the most like. Do you have a picture of it? Can you just search before we head out? You have to see it because you'll have like this profound fascination and like respect for Liberace because he was really this like it was his death was really sad.
Yeah.
Well, because all of it was because they
was
all
always so-
it was everyone's going around. Everyone's there was no protection. There was no protection for gay people. So this man was rolling around in that car in Vegas, and people thought he was straight.
What's going on with that? What is that?
I think he's showing you, Eric. Don't show the car.
What?
Don't show your.
Those aren't bullet holes.
Silver Rolls Royce.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was yes. But he had many cars like that. But he was like But he was he was one of the biggest acts in Vegas.
Interesting.
You know, and it was a time when it's like definitely gay, you know, because at the time the mob ran Vegas, and at the time like nobody was cool with gay people, but he brought in so much money, and just again women were so attractive.
Dude, people really change their tune quick when the cash is on the table.
No, it's true.
Isn't it funny?
It always, it's very, very funny because they act, you know, like they would never ever do anything like that. And
Yeah.
20 bucks
Didn't
is 20
you have
bucks.
the joke, or someone had the joke? Oh, Shane Gillis had the joke.
What?
About Alabama.
Oh, yeah, the Alabama football?
This is one of the funniest jokes. This Shane Gillis is one of the funniest human beings ever to be planted on the face of Earth. Where where was it? Alabama?
They were racist. Alabama was so racist.
They
that
refused
had-
to have
they had-
black players.
On their football team, they had white corners, and he goes, "White corners? You understand how rare that is? There's no more white corners. There's only 2 left at the San Diego Zoo." Like,
But
it's
so
a really good
basically,
joke.
the whole joke was they're like we're tired. They were refusing to have black players, but they're like
They're
we're
losing.
We're tired of losing. We need
black players.
But again, that's
Ends
like
racism.
ends
Yeah.
racism.
That doesn't end racism,
No,
but
it
it
definitely didn't end
put a
racism.
dent in it.
Right, yeah.
It did put a
pin in
dent.
this.
Sports does put dents in things, but yeah, it is just funny how like commerce
Yeah.
is the greatest equalizer to everything.
Oh, yeah. Earlier today, a person that I'm meeting with, but business-wise, said something that I found very shocking. It's very matter-of-factly. He said, well, you know, trans people bring in the most money out of girls. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, you know, people don't talk about this stuff.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just
Oh, yeah, that we've-
ingest it. They
we've-
just consume it.
We've
over and
heard
over.
about this multiple times that like they're like the trans accounts they go bonkers.
And you know what is true? Then we can kind of like end on this one. But the truth is about that. Whoever, because we have like people we work with in this industry who do back end stuff and stuff like, so they know like what's going. You know kind of what the industry is, and yeah, that is the thing with trans, and it is. Even though, you know, you'll have some chicks in Brooklyn who are so cool about it, the reality is, you know, you get outside of the major cities in America, it is still not like people think
very taboo.
Yeah, people who
Not
live in
everyone's
bubbles.
Jim Norton.
Yeah. People who live in bubbles think that it's like, oh, it is a mainstream thing. It still is not. No. And so I can understand someone speaking matter of fact of it because I'm like, oh, this is just how it is. It's like people don't talk about it. Like people who are living like in what is it? I played baseball there in South Carolina. Sumter.
Yeah, Sumter. Oh my
Sumter.
God, Sumter.
We played. We went to South Carolina. There was an all-black school that we played baseball against, and that's another thing. I think like you go to these places where it's like still racially
Segregated.
divided. Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
do you think it's now in like small towns like that? That's
yeah.
It's
Oh yes. I don't think any. Oh, what?
trans. I'm saying trans.
Oh, I
but
thought you were
that's what-
saying. I thought you were saying, is it still segregated?
No, I'm saying.
Oh
I'm
no.
saying-
The nasty, disgusting, awful truth is that if you can pass and if you have money, nobody cares and
Right.
can tell you anything. But the sad reality is that anybody that someone feels is trans in these communities is very vulnerable.
And
Yeah,
also,
that's
too,
something
not
that
just-
Emma Rose talked about was that she's like, it's very expensive to be trans.
It is.
Yeah,
And the last thing I'll add to that, it's also more acceptable to be trans than it is to be a straight guy dating someone who's trans. That's very
I will not say that.
really okay.
No, I will not say that. The nods that men give
You think
a
men-
date that I am with is not the same nods that I get when I am alone.
I feel. Okay, so maybe I.
What do you mean by
spoke out
the
of turn.
nods?
The approval nods.
Okay.
Really?
There's a subtle gesture that men give when they're giving their approval.
So maybe I spoke out of maybe I spoke out of.
Oh, look at you're like the guys who want to do it are like you're doing what I want to do.
Yeah,
right on. Dude.
My date said it was like game recognized game.
Oh,
Yeah.
So no, I meant maybe I spoke out of turn, but I meant more of like in terms of a mainstream thing, opposed to like an anecdotal thing.
Yeah,
I mean like people because I feel like society has moved into again.
Like what you're saying is like in the circles where it's accepted, if you're trans, you'll be more celebrated than if you're a person.
I
Who's
think so.
dating a
Well,
trans
think of
person.
it like let's take this situation like this. I mean, I think now, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm completely ignorant. I think people would be more like in terms of accepting, more accepting of you than if they found out Che is what they thought is straight guy now dates.
yeah.
I don't know. Again, maybe
You're absolutely right, but also it comes from this. They think that they could change that fact that we're
Right.
dating. They know that they probably can't change the fact that I'm trans or
interesting.
that I am this way, but they could probably push him to change, push him.
And
to
again,
change their
I don't think it's like. And I probably worded this wrong. Mind you, this is our 5th podcast of the day, and it's been a long day.
No.
But I don't think it's like a zero-sum game either.
Yeah.
I do think like I do acknowledge like both difficulties.
Yeah.
Right. Which are and both are very difficult. I just like I feel like for guys who because I remember. And I've said this many times, and I try not to harp on it too much. But I remember when I used to go to this drag club, and the guys who would date drag queens were the most closeted dudes I'd ever seen.
Yes.
And the same with like, as you probably are well aware, a lot of people we do. Mandy Good Handies, one of our good friends, had a trans bar in Toronto. She was trans, and they would have T-Girl Thursdays, was it or something? I forget what it was. I don't know. The guys who would walk in there, like you're like, oh my god, it would like blow my mind.
Yeah, no. Listen, I am team bisexual though. And as a big lover and lover yourself, I would think that, people be bisexual.
I
People
do
be bisexual.
I do think
they have
that
different tastes.
Yeah, I do think that is still the one that I don't think bi men or whatever it is, and I don't like necessarily the term bi per se, because I do believe like 80-20 splits or 90-10 splits, where a guy 90% likes women, but a little 10% of them wants a little, lick a load off your, right? You know what I mean?
That's pretty freaky.
Yeah, so maybe that's a 50-50.
No, yeah. I like that.
But yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
But yeah, no, this has been a great episode.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you so
great.
much.
This is great. Do you have fun?
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Hearing your
nice.
freaky stories.
Yeah, freaky. He's got some freaky stories too.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
sad I didn't hear them. Maybe some other time.
Yeah, another time. We'll
can do this again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
love
do
to.
this again.
for sure. We appreciate you through into this camera right here. Can you let people know where to find you?
Oh, cool. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. My Twitter is, or X, whatever the fuck you call it. But it is Vanniall, Vanniall with 3 L's. Or you can find me on Instagram, where it is also Vanniall with 3 L's, Vanniall. Yeah, that's all. Anything else you can just Google.
This is your 4th AVN.
Yeah, so my 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what in terms of like you said to this AVN, you feel like it's the first one where you feel like a celeb.
I don't know if I would say a celeb, but I feel, I guess, I don't know if popular is the right word. I feel established.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I shouldn't say supposed to be here. Like, I feel like I've never met as many fans as I have this year.
Yeah.
Before I've met some here and there, but people wouldn't really come to see me or come to see me sign at the booth.
Yeah.
But this year, like, people are like, last night I went to the audio bar and I was like, hey, I'm going to be here all night. Like, out. There was like a guy who came, he's like, I came here just to meet you. And like,
wow.
there's people coming to my booth and buying merch from me. And like, I'm walking around the convention and people are stopping me.
Yeah.
And you know, like some people came here from TikTok to see me. So like that has never happened to me before at AVN.
So you're definitely growing in popularity pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to feel nice. Yeah.
It feels really cool. It's kind of surreal.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you've been to 4 AVNs now, I know it's been changing over the years. What have you seen change throughout like all these different conventions that have gone on so far?
Well, in the past, at least my first 2, I was just really drunk. So I don't know that I could answer that correctly or not correctly, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I will say I did like it when it was at Resorts World a little bit better.
Okay.
I feel like overall, maybe, I don't know if it was that they were less strict, but maybe they were just nicer about it.
Yeah.
I feel like my experience here this year has been really good. Last year, there was a lot to me, and then I also saw to others, the security was like just being really, really rude and really mean to performers and kind of harassing them. Yeah.
Like what would like what you can't go here, you can't wear that.
Yeah, and like one of my friends, I think it was Cassidy Lux, like on one of the days wore just like leather pants, leggings, completely covered, just like a tank top, like not even really anything scandalous, and they like all surrounded her and were like trying not to let her in, and they're just being like intimidating, and it was just really bizarre. I got dress coded last year too. This year, because I know that they were strict and I was expecting it, I planned all of my outfits to be like pretty, like not really risky at all. Yeah. Because I didn't want to get dress coded. And I haven't really witnessed a whole lot of it this year. It could still probably be happening. But last year, that was like a big thing.
I mean, you kind of would expect, like, I know they've said AVN way back in the day was like horny as shit. People had their tits out and all sorts of stuff.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, but they can't really do that anymore. Do you know Venus? Have you been to Venus? So we're going to go to Venus this year. I've never been before either, but it's the Berlin big con. Apparently that's the biggest like convention in the world. Whoa. And when you go to Europe, they're like pull the out live shows.
So I need to go there.
Yeah. That's the one. I think it's in September. We're planning on heading out there this year, meet what all the Euros are up to. So it was at a different hotel before, the AVNs?
Yeah, well, I think it used to be here. And then like my first AVN, and I think my second, I don't know, my first one though, it was over at Resorts World. And that was like, I think the first year that they were doing it at a different hotel. Yeah. And then it was there. And then the last 2 years, I think they switched back here. Okay. And I think, didn't here used to be like the Hard Rock or something?
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was at the Virgin because that's the funniest place to host the AVNs. You do the convention at the hotel called the Virgin, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a perfect fit. Yeah, I thought that was the whole reason why it went down. Are you up for any awards this year?
Is that why they have that big cherry out in the lobby?
What's the cherry?
I'm making a pop the cherry pun.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know that's a pun. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, no, that could be what they're doing. It could be what they're
cut
cooking.
it. Okay, we'll cut it.
No. But are you up for anything this year?
Yeah, I'm up for Most Amazing Acts.
Most Amazing Acts? Oh. Now, is the act real? Is your No, it's
not anymore, but I've always had a big ass.
Yeah.
And I got a BBL because I wanted hips, because I have really big hip dips, and he didn't put it in my hips. He just put it all in my ass.
Oh, so
he just made my big ass bigger.
Your ass just went even further out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I paid for that.
Who else is up for Most Amazing Acts? Who's your competition?
Like so many girls this year.
How many will get nominated?
And
for
I'm
one
pretty
category?
sure too, Abella Danger is.
Oh,
as well.
Abella
again.
Danger.
Usually always.
That's a tough one to beat out. It's hard to beat out Abella Danger for best. But she's not shooting anymore, right?
Yeah, she wins a lot though, still. But like, I'm just happy to be nominated. I know, like, I'm gonna win an AVN once in my career. I don't think it will be this year. Yeah, I think I want to like get more mainstream workout, but I'm gonna win one eventually.
What would be the most prized AVN that you'd be like, this is the one I would love to have? Like, there's all the different awards out there. There's best boy girl. What's the one you're like, I want this award?
Either the boobs one, or also the favorite star creator, because I do a lot of creating.
Okay, yeah, that's really nice. I plan on shooting, but if I did, I would love to get the most outrageous. I think that's to shoot a scene that people go, what the is this? That I really think is something I
hope they nominate my Doris scene for that.
Your Doris scene? What's your Doris scene?
My Doris.
Oh, your Doris.
The scene I did as Doris, the foot one.
Yes, yeah. When you were Doris and you sucked on your own foot.
Yes.
Have you shot anything crazy since then?
No, nothing like super wild, I guess. No.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. Now, what do you plan on doing? There's only a few days left in the festival. Do you have any big plans left for the rest of the stuff going on here?
I'm gonna go. There is I think a lingerie party tonight, and there's a playroom, so I want to go dabble in that.
What's the play? Like people are gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are gonna be. I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to go check that out really bad.
are people shooting content at something like that? Hey,
I
buddy,
don't
we just start
know.
rolling. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have never I've been to parties and stuff with playrooms, but I
Yeah.
never went in the playroom.
That's got to be like peak ultimate. That's like a all-star studded cast of the playroom.
It's like the
dude.
Pro Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. The Pro Bowl of the playroom at the lingerie. Is there someone you got your eyes set on? You're like, I gotta this person.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with one of my friends, and I asked him, I was like, "Can you f me at this party?" And he was like, "Yeah." But if if I'm there and I
tonight?
see someone, I'm sure I'll just be like,
Yeah.
I'll find
do we get
somebody.
I mean, I don't know. We could probably get in easy the lingerie party.
Yeah, I can send you guys the party. It's on Partyful.
Partiful? Oh, it's
Do we
Partiful.
have to be in lingerie, the guys?
It's highly recommended.
Yeah,
Really?
you can't show up in your camo pants. we gotta get JJ some lingerie. Real
You want to
quick.
hear something crazy, by the way? Sorry to remember. So, chick rolls up to me yesterday.
Yeah.
She goes, "You're so funny. I follow you. I love your stuff." And I end up talking. And she's like, "Would you want to go to the one I told you? I didn't tell you." She's like, "Do you want to go to dinner?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I find her on Instagram. I follow her.
Yeah.
Right? And then for some reason this morning, because I guess I wasn't paying attention, but it goes this morning. I get from the gym and she goes, "Oh, she just followed you back." I'm like, "But you just came up to me yesterday, told me how much you love my stuff." Well,
Yeah.
But you didn't follow me?
Actually, you might
Maybe
just be
like
in
on
her
TikTok.
algorithm.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe on TikTok or she could follow you somewhere else and just go
Yeah.
on
That's true. Okay.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I've had that happen too.
I shouldn't have even showed up for this. Good.
Okay, so you're also a very good friend. You're bringing a friend along just to pound you out.
I mean, he's in the industry. So.
okay, yeah.
yeah.
So you went, I need you to f me here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because were you a little worried that you were going to go and no one was going to bang you?
No.
No? Okay.
No,
'cause
I would hope. Well, I'm like really good friends with a lot of the industry, and I love
Yeah.
to bang them, and I would hope they like to bang me too. So
Yeah.
I'd probably
How
just
far
go
is this?
see
Wait,
who I
wait.
know, women or men, doesn't matter, and be like, hey, let's go.
What's considered industry? Are we industry?
Like performers.
Oh, okay. Because you said you want to
Like
bang
some-
people in the
yeah.
industry. I'm like,
Yeah.
are we?
Well, I mean, I think technically, if you go as long as you have a test, I'm not really sure. I've never been to a party like this before. I have, but never like been in the playroom,
Right,
so I don't
yeah.
know how that goes.
It
but
is pretty cool to go to a party. That should be a party. Everyone shows up and they're tested.
Yeah, well, I think
that's
how
what it
you
is
guys,
tonight. You have to. It's like if you have your test, they check your test and they give you a wristband.
Yeah.
Which means you
Oh,
are
so you have to
tested.
come with your paperwork. That's part of the way you get in.
You have to.
I think
So
so.
they give you a bare backing wristband.
Yes.
That is, yeah. It's like when you go to those cup parties where it's like I'm looking, I'm interested. It's
Oh,
like
interesting.
like I'm HIV free.
I think more so than the HIV, it is the
It's everything
chlamydia.
else.
Just
Yeah,
everything, yeah.
Yeah, I know. They don't want a big outbreak, which there's been outbreaks in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
So you're
has
clean right now.
I am.
Yeah, clean
I am.
vagine.
There has been an outbreak.
Yeah,
at
oh yeah.
AVN?
There's been a chlamydia outbreak at AVN.
There's
That's
also, I
so
think,
fun.
there's been several outbreaks before. I think.
Yeah.
Well, you know what probably ends up happening?
It's just one person.
Too many people.
No,
Yeah.
no. You know what? No, the
It's
truth
one
is,
person. Yeah.
there's probably a good-looking fan and or some guy or
Yeah,
girl.
well, you got tested a week ago or 5 days ago.
Well, yeah, there's
and then-
also like a window too. Like if you
Yeah.
get something and you get tested the next day, it won't show up. Versus if you get something and you get tested like a week after. You
yeah,
know. So
true. That's why they say like after you take your chlamydia medication, you got to wait a certain period of time before you start again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's all these rules. So JJ, we need to get you a test.
I would
and we
get
need to
tested.
get you some lingerie. Those are the two things we need to.
I'm not into those parties. The wearing weird.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want to go to the big star?
Well, I would watch and beat off.
If
I would do that.
If you want to go, we got to get you a cute little bra.
and
maybe like a little maid outfit.
Since this
Amazing.
is,
Yeah.
since this is not we're not releasing it today. Is it like on site or is it at a place?
I don't know.
Oh,
you
you don't
don't
even
know?
know.
I don't know yet. Yeah. I
They
don't
drop
know.
the location later.
Something like that. I have
Yeah.
to look at it. Yeah. I think so though. Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. Very.
You know
cool.
what? Yeah, the other thing that happened. So, bro, I was like, I wonder what you would do. 'Cause
Yeah.
it came up to my eye. So I went to go get a protein shake. That's why I wasn't here. And so I'm in line behind these two French Canadian guys because I heard their accent. And one of them stunk too. And this chick just walks in front of the line. She goes, "Can I get orders?" and walks out. And I'm like, nobody says anything.
That's crazy.
And I go to the guys. I'm like, "Are you not in line?"
yeah.
And they're like, "We are in line." And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Who is this? Yeah. No, I snapped on a guy at the airport. There was
that is a thing to do,
yeah,
right? You do.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
snapped.
she's an industry chick because then J-Mac came down and hugged her afterwards.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to tell him, I'm like, yo, this chick.
She cuts in
She
line.
just cut me in line.
Yeah, honestly, it is a thing where you know the proper way to do it when someone cuts in line. You're like, no cuts, no butts, no coconuts, right? You know, and
You just go, oh, sorry, I'm in line. You just go,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I'm in line. No,
maybe
Or
she didn't know.
line
Be like, what
starts
the
over here.
Yeah,
But she walked in like she didn't give a and
She didn't.
Well, no, the worst. I think the worst people in the scenario are the two guys who are next in line.
exactly
They're
cowards. Cowards and sheep.
Yeah.
Cowards and sheep that will never ever say anything.
Like, she's honestly a boss for pulling that
Yeah.
move off, for walking in the front of the line and being like, this, I'm getting
no, but
coffee.
It's
Yeah,
the
and
same cheating situation where it's like if you got cheated on,
Yeah,
it's not the person they cheated with.
I
that you're
couldn't
upset.
believe-
It's them for enabling it.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't believe my eyes, and that's why I said to them, "Aren't you in line?"
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I was flabbergasted that
Well, he's a few back
Yeah.
too.
I'm a
so
few
he's
back.
You
Also,
like,
too,
hey.
I'm
Hey.
in my head because so here is the
See, this
situation.
is an episode of Curb.
Yeah.
This is an episode of Curb where he goes, no, he's mad at the people in front of him, not
It's
mad at the
their fault.
cutter.
And
This is a total.
Also, too, I
episode of
know
Curb.
she's like big in the industry kind of thing too.
Yeah.
And I don't give a about that. So I'm like,
Maybe that's the thing though. Like if I'm in line, if I'm you in this situation, and let's change the person, and it's like we're at a sports convention and I don't know who's a name and who's the guy who's Taylor Swift?
Travis
Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
I would go, hey, Mr. Pfizer, no jabs up here.
But he cuts to the front. I think people would just be like, "Oh, it's Travis Kelce."
I would,
But I would. No, what I would do?
I would say Mr. Pfizer.
I wouldn't say anything in the moment, but then I would make a video. I'd be like, I was in line, and Travis Kelce cut to the front, and I would blast him on the internet. That's what I would do.
By the way, mute my mic
Yeah.
because I'm going to slurp.
Can I have this?
Yeah, you can have that 100%. That is for you.
Thank
Yeah.
Yeah, we purposely put that there for you, knowing you would want water.
We take care of the people here. Okay, we're just doing a quick thing with a bunch of people, different people come through. Is there anything you want to tell people about, like if you're to AVN? This is
or also
yeah.
too what anything that we left off last episode.
Yeah.
So 2-part question.
Oh.
Don't
I don't know
rack
what
your
happened last episode. What happened last
That's
episode?
fair.
Remind me?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you like go to AVN, I would just say go to all the booths, get all the free stuff.
Yeah.
All the free grabbings.
No. Let me tell you
Be
something.
respectful. Ask for
free,
consent.
The free grabbings are only if I'm be grabbing some.
Yeah, there you go.
But you can grab.
The cute little free things they give out. It's
No,
cute.
I you know what happened at the first time I went to one of these conventions, I would get all these things and they all end up in the trash.
Really?
Including the pass. I don't collect none of it.
Oh, I keep the pass.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, because you can use that for your visa.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because it proves you're like, oh, I was an official person at this thing. You can use it for your visa
word.
application.
I've always kept
yeah,
mine
keep your
too.
pass. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
American though.
Oh yeah.
But it does.
You don't need a visa.
Oh, yeah, I
dog.
forgot.
Yeah, we're Canadian.
I mean, it does say Adult Entertainment
What if
Expo though.
yeah, but it's okay. I was there as a comic, as a content creator.
okay.
Yeah, dude. There was some article about, you sent it to me, about the girls, like they're giving visas to like chicks like crazy right now.
Well, wait, can I use it if I go somewhere else or no?
I don't know about that. Maybe keep it just in case. Yeah. If you
Well,
go-
like I got a canvas that says I got at AVN, and like that was really cute, and it's a huge tote bag, and like I'm gonna use it for work.
dude,
I definitely don't know if
absolutely.
Department of Homeland Security would use that as to help a case.
I mean, it depends. Depends on the country. I don't know. Maybe some people are more open to it than others. But thank you so much for coming through again. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
thank
just,
you. Yeah, this
was
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, it was
Good
great,
to see
dude.
you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you too, dude. In this camera, let everyone know where to find you.
Hi guys. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok under Patootie Peaches.